European Union is gearing up to impose tariffs on Chinese-made electric vehicles starting next month. This marks a new chapter in the intensifying trade war between Europe, the US, and China. The EU will add a 21% tariff on most electric vehicles imported from China. This comes just weeks after Washington increased its duties on Chinese EVs to a staggering 100%. European automakers are feeling the heat from an influx of lower-cost EVs from China. Companies like SAIC face a 38.1% duty for non-cooperation in the investigation, while BYD and Geely face duties of 17.4% and 20%, respectively. These will be on top of the existing 10% tariff. The European Commission launched an investigation into whether the Chinese government was subsidizing its EV production. Their conclusion? The Chinese battery electric vehicles value chain is benefiting from unfair subsidization, prompting the EU to impose provisional countervailing duties on Chinese BEV imports. For months, Europe has accused China of flooding the market with cheap EVs, making it impossible for other countries to compete. The EU Commission aims to discuss the issue with Chinese authorities, but if no resolution is found, the tariffs will take effect on July 4th. The scale of Chinese exports is staggering. BYD even has its own fleet of ships to transport cars to Europe. Last year alone, China exported £9 billion worth of electric vehicles to Europe, making up more than 30% of the market. Pressure has been mounting on Europe to address the trade imbalance. However, major manufacturers like Mercedes and BMW, which rely heavily on the Chinese market, oppose the decision. Shares in some of Europe's biggest car makers fell over fears of Chinese retaliation. China's foreign ministry spokesman, Lin Jian, called the investigation a typical case of protectionism, insisting the world needs affordable EVs for a clean energy future. He warned that the tariffs would ultimately harm Europe's own interests. Despite the tariffs, the Chinese Passenger Car Association remains optimistic. Secretary General Cui Dongshu said the tariffs were expected and would have minimal impact on major Chinese firms like Tesla, Geely, and BYD. Ian Plummer, commercial director of Auto Trader, criticized the move, saying it limits affordable options for consumers. We need to bring more buyers into the market by cutting down the green premium on EVs, he said. Andrew Kenningham, chief Europe economist at Capital Economics, noted the significance of this decision, stating that it marks a major shift in EU trade policy, which has generally avoided the protectionist measures seen in the US. As the trade tensions escalate, the future of the global electric vehicle market remains uncertain. Will these tariffs protect European automakers or spark further retaliation from China? Only time will tell. Stay tuned to our channel for more updates on this developing story. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the bell icon for notifications.